fighting. We'd see people, civilians, and all, hello, hello, that kind of thing. And at night time, they'd attack us.
On December the 3rd, 1944, the simmering tension exploded. When left-wing demonstrators marched on Constitution Square, Greek police, trying to control the crowd, opened fire. British troops were also present. The battle for Athens had begun.
We're broadcasting the Battle of Athens from a tiny bar room overlooking a large square in the heart of this suffering city. As we're British, the guerrillas regard us as enemies, so I'm not going to give the exact location or complete details. That might lead to some attempt at interference. This building is right inside the fighting area. Occasionally, bullets hit the walls. Both aerial masts have been hit, and the aerial is down.
Amazingly, the father of 8-year-old Nicholas Rizopoulos didn't order him to stay safely indoors, but go out to see what was happening.
He encourages my housekeeper and myself to take a stroll towards Constitution Square. And as we approach, my housekeeper and I hear the first explosions. I mean, we're literally less than 100 yards away. And then we see a crowd rushing in our direction away from Constitution Square.
Hello, BBC. This is Douglas Foley speaking to you from Athens. I have the recording truck at Constitutional Square, which is in the centre of the city, and there is a violent street battle going on at the present moment. I will leave the microphone open for you to hear the effect.
I heard the noises, I saw the crowds, I felt the excitement and the fear in people's faces as they were running away from Constitution Square in our direction.
By the evening, more than 28 were dead and dozens more had been injured. It was the start of 4 weeks of mayhem, with British soldiers now fighting against the people who only months before, as partisans against the Nazis, had been their allies. Now, as communists, they were seen as a threat.
Oh, and those old ladies, they used to have grenades in the bras. I grabbed hold of one time. She was shouting and raving. Just grabbed hold of her. Instead of getting hold of her breast, it was a grenade. But this young kid will never forget that. 8 years of age he was. We were actually billeted in houses near the Acropolis, but it was a bit of a hill. And then this young kid's there doing this. So we wave him back. Next thing you know, he's coming down and all of a sudden he rolls it, a grenade. As soon as he saw it coming, it's too late to run.
We were so exposed to danger. We were children, very young. But you know, young people, they dedicate themselves easier to a cause. No war would happen if 20-year-olds weren't fighting. Every night, I would go with 2 members of Hellas to visit the guards. Some of the guards were sick. And they were waiting for me every night. But even though we went through all these awful conditions, I think that it was worth it. Because we lived through some strong experiences. We had such strong ideas that we felt at that moment that we were part of something really big.
This was indeed the start of something really big. The Greek Civil War would go on for 4 more years, in time involving American aid as well as British soldiers, as Allied fears grew that Greece might be taken over by communists and give Stalin a strategic foothold on the Mediterranean.
Hello, BBC. This is John Nixon speaking from Athens.
In late December, the British government decided to send in a peace envoy.
The city pauses in its misery at the electrifying news that Mr. Churchill has arrived.
There was Anthony Eden, Churchill himself, the bodyguards, and the Archbishop. And when Churchill was in Air Force uniform, like overalls.
Mr. Churchill has come all the way from England in the depths of winter to try and...